I was originally had a phone call from Andy saying that the Lions were looking at me and I was in contention for the post, and would I be interested? And obviously I was. And then after the Six Nations, I was invited to an interview process to come up to London and to talk to the board and make a presentation, and I did that. And then sort of that the day after that, Andy rang me and sort of said, look, we'd like to offer you the post. And so it was a huge moment for me personally, and sort of got to keep that under your hat and keep that pretty quiet at the time. And but sort of it's been a few months in terms of rehabbing from my injury, and then I suppose not just the injury. It's then the process after them wanting to appoint me has been for the Lions to agree release with Wales, and that hasn't been an easy process. It's taken a little bit of time and toing and froing and what that meant, and so I'm delighted that it's hopefully all come together.
Yes, how is the injury? Obviously we all heard that you'd come off the ladder and fallen on your heels. Why you were wearing heels up a ladder, I've no idea, but how are you feeling, and how's the rehab going?
Yeah, no, it's coming along good. It wasn't a ladder. I'd actually climbed up on the railing of a deck and to reach a couple of windows that I couldn't quite reach, and unfortunately lost my balance and fell back and landed on concrete in my bare feet. So smashed my right heel. Did a pretty good job on that. So it's coming along. I'm not in any pain or anything. It's just a matter of strengthening up the ligaments and tendons around my ankle, and particularly the calf, because I've been off my feet for about 4 months. So the calf had pretty much wasted away, and so that's what I got at the moment. And I'm still limping a little bit, but it's pretty much because of the lack of strength in the calf of my right leg. So hopefully within the next 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks, that'll be up to speed, and I'll be around. Not quite as quick as I would have been a few months ago over 100 metres, but enough to walk around. So at least from that point of view, I've only really started walking in the last 3 or 4 weeks, so I've been off the crutches. So really happy with the progress I've been making.
And you'll be looking to be at peak fitness, as will a lot of players looking for the highest accolade in terms of playing for the Lions. As a coach, you've come from London Wasps and obviously a couple of Grand Slams with Wales, so this must rank pretty highly in terms of your own personal achievements.
Oh, I think when I look back now, it's the pinnacle. To be selected to coach the Lions is the ultimate accolade, really, and it's fantastic. And I've been very, very lucky in my coaching career, and in terms of, I suppose when I look back, I've coached in Ireland. Coaching Wasps was a great experience at club level, and having success there, and going back to New Zealand and coaching with Waikato and winning the New Zealand Cup as well, and then coming back in 2 Grand Slams as well. So I've been very, very lucky. So now to have the opportunity at the next level, which is coaching the Lions, is something I'm really, really looking forward to. But well aware of the pressure and the expectation, and let's not hide away from the fact the expectations are to go to Australia and to win a Test series there.
Yes, absolutely. And the layman would talk about the fact that you're taking the best of Northern Hemisphere rugby, or certainly British and Irish rugby players, down to the Southern Hemisphere. But we haven't won down there in 16 years. So is it that the Southern Hemisphere is that good, or as a tour coach, do you have to try and get these players to really play together as a team?
I think what you've got to realise is that we're going to play one of the top 3 teams in the world, whether it's South Africa, New Zealand or Australia, and it's the Lions, and we're doing that away from home. And we're putting a team together from 4 different nations in such a short period of time. So that's a real challenge of us as coaches, and I think that we probably 2001 was a pretty close tour. 2005, everyone recognised it was disappointing in terms of the results in New Zealand, and in South Africa in 2009 that was a toss of the coin. It could have gone any way. So we know we're knocking on the door. We know we're not far away, and it's important. I think from the concept of the Lions, for the future of the Lions, for rugby in general, it's that the Lions do well, and that's what I've been charged with doing, and it's important that we go down to Australia in 2013 with the best possibly prepared team, the best selected team that we can have, and it'd be great to come away there with a series win.